The World Health Organization is urging Thailand to step up its fight against COVID-19. The Thai health minister has been told that there are concerns that the virus is becoming more widespread in the community. Now, the number of infections in Thailand has now exceeded 300. A quarter have been traced to a boxing event. Authorities have tightened measures, shutting down schools as well as entertainment venues. Travelers into Thailand must also now produce health certificates before they're allowed entry. May Wong joins us now from Bangkok for more. May, tell us about the health minister's meeting with the World Health Organization official. What was said?
One is the fact that WHO, as you mentioned, expressed a concern regarding the widespread transmission of COVID-19 here in Thailand. Concern because in the last few days, beginning this week, every day of the week, Thailand has been reporting a double-digit number of new cases that has emerged from this particular situation. The other point is also the fact that WHO mentioned that Thailand is in fact having very aggressive measures in their words, and so at this point in time the measures are sufficient and adequate to cope with the situation of COVID-19. And when I talk about adequate measures, I'm actually right here in the heart of a nightlife street called Silom, and also this is just a show of the measures. This place is usually extremely busy, filled with a lot of nightclubs, a lot of pubs, a lot of massage parlors and spas as well. But given the latest order by the Thai government, they have all had to shut down since Wednesday for a period of 14 days. And as you can see, it's really dark simply because they have closed and they will not be able to open until the end of this month. So this goes to show one part of the very aggressive measure that Thailand has undertaken in this period in order to try and curb the spread of COVID-19 in Thailand.
May, we've seen that Malaysia is sort of taking steps to use its military sort of to enforce lockdowns. Is anything likely like that to happen in Thailand as well?
Well, the military has been actually sent out onto the streets in the wee hours of the morning to do massive cleanup and to do disinfection. In fact, they have actually posted a number of videos to showcase that. In terms of a lockdown, well, in fact, the WHO representative was asked that question multiple times, but he refused to even get drawn into this, simply to say that Thailand needs to make their own considerations, and also the fact that they need to continue to step up on the aggressive measures. Now, a lockdown of Thailand, well, at this point in time, the government has said there are no plans to do that. Thailand is at a stage of stage 2 out of stage 3 of the COVID-19 phases. Stage 2 at this stage, they're still believing that it's able to contain the virus spread, and also the fact that it's a limited spread and transmission of COVID-19. Stage 3 is where you will see more frequent and widespread and more rapid spreading of COVID-19, and Thailand hasn't gone to that stage yet. So at this point, they feel that they don't need to elevate to that level and therefore don't need to lock down this country. But also I want to point out to you that Thailand has also stepped up on its border controls, meaning, as you mentioned earlier, they are doing a lot more checks at the border area, demanding that people who are coming into this country, whether or not they are foreigners or Thais, they would have to provide, for example, health certificates. They would also have to provide documentation to show that they have at least $100,000 worth of health insurance if they were to come into the country, just in case they fall sick. And yet, for example, Thai citizens coming back from abroad, they will have to show a letter from the Thai embassies in the respective countries to show that they are able to come back because they are healthy. So all of these measures that Thailand feels are sufficient enough, and also the health minister as well as the deputy prime minister also emphasized that the measures are in place and they do not want the measures to somewhat disrupt the lives of the ordinary citizens, and therefore they do not see a need to lock down this country. But I just want to make one final point, is that on the other hand, you have a lot of the opposition members of parliament calling for a lockdown of this country, and they say that if the government doesn't want to lock down the country, why not lock down Bangkok in itself, because Bangkok seems to be the hub of the infection and the transmission. And so by doing so, if they lock down Bangkok, they will then allow the people not to spread the infection when they go back to the other provinces in this country. However, the government can and will make the decision, and you never know whether or not they might change their mind later on.
All right, thanks for keeping an eye on it for us. May Wong speaking to us from Bangkok.